Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Caleb, aka oWiiNz, bringing you guys another goddamn commentary. Holy shit on me sideways. But anyway, so today, guys, as you guys can see, I am playing Domination, and I'm using my SMC class. But real quick, let me go ahead and start by saying a couple things before I get started in this video. I wanted to take the time to talk about a pretty funny story, or a pretty cool story you guys might find enjoyable, might be able to even relate to. Depending on what kind of person you are. But real quick, I just wanted to say these guys that we were playing against, they were talking mad trash. We started off kind of getting our asses whooped, but I don't know, some of their teammates, I guess, couldn't take the heat, and they left, which gave us the advantage, and, since they rage quit, we just, took over, and then we started dominating from there. They eventually got a full team after that again, but these guys were talking a lot of shit, and I included a audio recording at the end, like you'll hear them. I turned it up so you can actually hear them talking, actually hear what they're saying. This guy was raging, like it was absolutely hilarious. Like I just could not, I was laughing my ass off the whole time. But all in all, it's a pretty decent gameplay. Again, guys, I always get put up against people who drop shot and try hard every single time, every single game. So it's a little bit difficult for me to get crazy ass gameplays. But this one isn't bad at all. It's really competitive. It gets really intense eventually. But anyway, so the second thing I wanted to talk about, before I get started on this commentary, I just wanted to say one thing. I do not encourage anybody doing drugs. I'm above the influence, okay? I just wanted to say that. I don't want anybody to come on here thinking like, oh, this is cool. This is a cool story. Let me go ahead and try this. No, I encourage you guys not to try it. Honestly, I wouldn't do it anymore. But I'm just going to go ahead and say that because I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea here. I'm not at that stage anymore. I'm not at the stage where I do this stuff anymore. I was just a stupid idiot back in the days. So, don't take advice, or don't take this story like, oh, I want to do this. Don't take advantage of that story, okay? But anyways, guys, today's story is basically the greatest adventure I have ever had in my life, and unfortunately I had to do a drug to do it. The drug that I did was called acid. I don't know if you guys know what acid is. LSD, acid, whatever. And by the way, another real quick thing before I get started, if you guys don't believe my story, if you think I'm bullshitting, if you think I'm full of shit, then that's on you. That's your opinion. But I'll tell you this right now, I would never lie about a story like this. I would never lie about a story about anything going on in my life. So don't get the wrong idea here. But again, some people are probably out there like, oh, this guy's full of shit. But my job's not even worry about those guys. But anyway, so the greatest, I might even have to do this in like a 3-part or a 2-part video because it's a pretty long story. So I'm gonna go ahead and get whatever I can get in here in this commentary. So basically, guys, this time I did acid. I was like maybe like 16, 17. No, not 16, 17. I would say like, yeah, 16, 17. And I've always had this fascination for hallucinogen drugs. I don't know why. I just always wanted to try them. I just always wanted to do them. I don't know why. It's just, maybe it's because I just love living in a fantasy land, and I just love like doing my own thing and letting seeing shit. I guess I just like to look at a bunch of crazy stuff. Maybe that's why I like games a lot. I like being in a fantasy land, and in video games that can actually come true. So I mean, I tried it, and me and my buddy tried it. And we decided, we're going to prepare for this because we had a feeling it was going to be intense. The only problem with me was I didn't realize how intense it actually was going to be. I underestimated it. I mean, like, I prepared for it, but I wasn't prepared for it, if that makes any sense. Like, I prepared myself, like I planned out a plot, what we were going to do, where we were going to go, but I wasn't prepared to how intense it actually was. I guess that sums it up a little bit better. So basically what we were doing, what we decided to do is, since we all skateboard, we all had our shortboards and shit, we decided, or just me and just me and this one dude, my other buddies, they were working. So it was on a Saturday, and it's summertime, so summertime and living's easy. So I just had to say that. I don't know why. I just felt like that was necessary to say. So I mean, we tried it, and then like I would say it was about like 6 o'clock in the evening, and we were trying it, and it wasn't necessarily dark yet. It was still in the evening, and we tried it at a playground, and then it took a little bit to get kicked in. We ended up going to smoke a little bit after that. Smoke a little weed after that, and then we went and did it, and I don't know, it just kicked in from there, guys. And I'll tell you one thing, it's ridiculous. Like, you could feel it. Your perspective changes. My whole attitude changed. I felt like a child again. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, shit I did not find enjoyable as an adult, I found enjoyable as a child. Like, I could not believe how much fun I was having. And you know, we were actually just skating around. We were just doing our own thing, cruising on the shortboard. And you know, my whole perspective in my mind was changing at the same time. Like, it was just making me feel like, you know, I could do anything. I was so confident I could just go up to a girl and ask her, just be like, hey, do you want to make out or something? Do you want, you know, I was so confident about everything. Maybe a little bit overconfident, if you ask me. I guess I look back at it now and I'm like, holy shit, was that really what I was doing? So, you know, we decided to just do a bunch of stuff. We decided to just, you know, cruise around for a little bit because it was going to last like 8 to 12 hours, guys. This is something we really had to prepare for. So, you know, we definitely didn't want to be around anybody when this happened. We definitely didn't want to get caught by any cops. Definitely didn't want to be around my parents, and my parents didn't suspect anything, so that's good. You know, we never got caught. So, you know, you know, I was sitting here and like the whole time, if you guys ever like, I want to see how can I explain this? Like, if you ever like move your hand in front of your face, like real quick, just like starfish, octopus, or something. I don't know. Move your hand in front of your face. That's how the world looked to me. Like, it was almost like everything was delayed. It was like a little ghost effect, for example. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you just move your hand in front of your face and just try and follow it. That's what it looked like. Everything was lagging, pretty much. Everything was lagging in the real world. So, I mean, I just went and, I don't know, we were just doing a bunch of stuff. We actually met up with this one freshman dude, and he had a motor scooter, and him and his homies were actually just chilling in the park, and, you know, they decided, you know, let's go ride around on the motor scooter and see what we can do, and, you know, just basically, and we actually ended up catching up with him, and this dude's motor scooter literally went like 35 miles an hour. You know, that doesn't seem like that much, especially if you're in a car, but on a motor scooter, and when you're skating, 35 miles an hour feels like 60 miles an hour in a car. It is so fast. Like, I don't know why we were doing it, but we were having such a blast. Like, we were going down the neighborhoods just cruising. We were just cruising on our shortboards, and he was just pulling us. It was like 5 people, and we were all in the street, and a bunch of cars were like beeping the horn and shit. And at the time, I wasn't even thinking about anything. Usually, I would have been like, you know, we're fucking dumbasses. Why are we doing this shit? But at the time, I was like, well, fuck it. Let's do this. This is awesome. We're having so much fun. And, you know, I was just doing whatever I wanted to do. And, you know, we eventually made it back to where we started, which was at the park. We tried to stay in the neighborhoods as much as we could, because, you know, if we went out in public, we would have been suspicious. Like, why the hell are these kids doing stupid shit like this? What are they doing? So, I mean, after that, we just, you know, decided to go cruise back up to where they were at, and ended up meeting with a couple girls. I don't know who they were, but I don't know. I didn't really find any of them that cute. Neither did my friend. We didn't really find any of them that cute, but we still talked to them. We still chilled with them. You know, we still hung out with them. And, you know, this was all involuntary, too. Like, we did not expect any of this shit to happen. It just kind of happened. And for some reason, we felt like so much shit was just going on. So, you know, we just decided, you know, hang out there for a little bit. And eventually, we just decided to leave and then go, you know, smoke again. So, you know, yeah, go figure. But anyway, so... after that, we just decided to, you know, keep cruising around, keep, you know, just seeing what was going on, seeing what was going around, how many, you know, if there was anything to do, if there was anybody to hang out with. And, you know, since it was like Saturday night, it was just like, you know, a lot of people were out doing stuff. And we reaching this other park in Southgate. This is where my neighborhoods connect to. There's this place called Southgate Park, and we went over there, and for some reason, I guess people were shooting off fireworks. Actually, it was the 4th of July. It was actually the 4th of July. I remember this. It was actually the 4th of July of last summer, and I remember it clearly. Holy shit, no wonder why they were doing fireworks. But they were shooting fireworks up in the sky, and you know, the whole time we were staring at them, and on a hallucinogen like that, like acid, it was just... I was just staring at the lights the whole time. I was like, oh my god, this shit's so fucking gorgeous. What the hell? It's like sexier than a curve on a woman. Like, I don't understand why I was having so much fun staring at these lights. But we did that for a little bit, and then we were just screaming out and shit. And eventually we came across a couple, we went a little bit farther down, and we came across these people, these adults that were actually having a party in their house. And you know, we walked up in there because I guess nobody really noticed us, and then somebody eventually said, yo, get these fucking kids out of here. And we were like, oh shit. So we just hauled ass out of there, and you know, we left. We didn't really get to hang out in that party that much. That kind of sucked. I was pissed. You know, they were drinking, they were doing whatever. And meanwhile, at the same time, I should probably mention this, there was a storm going on. Like, this was like a freaking crazy ass storm. And in Virginia Beach, during a thunderstorm, it's almost like living in Florida because the thunderstorms are like constant. Like you'd have them every day, every night, most of the time because the humidity was so damn bad. So we, like, the whole time there's a storm going around, so it's almost like the end of the world was happening at the same time. So I mean, like, I don't know, it just felt like everything was going on at one time. But in general, I guess, I don't know. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna do a 2-part video for this because I still have a lot more of the story to really get into because there's still a lot more funny shit that might be going on. What you guys are about to see right now is this guy talk shit.
Nobody got fucked up. Dog, you kicked the fucking 3 players on my fucking team. You got shot, kid. You got destroyed. How come you got 3 dudes just automatically leave the game and we like 25? That's some stupid shit. What? You got destroyed. You got destroyed the game because it's 2 and 6, kid.
You had a full party. You had a full party twice, and you got kicked.
Guys, you guys are getting raped. I had you raped, kid.
Try and go positive. Granny panties. Shower on a bit though. You had a full party twice. They backed out because they kept getting their ass kicked.
How we had a full party twice?
They had 6 people, 3 left, 3 came in, 3 left.